Right, I'm running late. Very late. I've just decided, spur of the moment, that I want to get out and shoot a sunset. Luckily, I don't live too far away from a really good sunset location. Everything's pointing towards a good sunset tonight. So I'm really hopeful that I can get moving, get to a cool location before I lose the colour. So quick, let's go. But the plan is, get at the top, take some nice pictures, get back on the computer, and I'm going to talk you through the edit. Let's see if it goes to plan. Now that felt so good. I don't know if it's because it's a nice summer's evening, and it's June, so technically it's not summer, but I like to think it's summer. But after a week of just feeling so uninspired, so unmotivated, that has really picked me up. I would walk straight past that tree, I looked at it 5 or 6 times and thought, no, I want to go to where the colours are in the sky. I want to get the view. And I looked at it again and I thought, there's just something about it, and that's what pulls you to an image, isn't it? There's just something about something that pulls you towards a particular image. And I can't wait now to get back to the computer and get that edited. And what I might do, this is looking into the future, I might even get that up on the wall, because that will forever remind me that however unmotivated you feel, there's always hope. And another good thing that just happened was that I took that photo, I took that one image of that tree, and I didn't panic. I didn't run off and look for other shots, because a lot of the time I think there's a necessity sometimes to bag a few different styles of photos, aren't there? Rather than just put your eggs in one basket. Yeah, that's, you know what I mean. So I'm really glad that I just took one image, because if I'd have moved, I probably would have missed the shot, because that light didn't last very long at all. So all in all, as long as I haven't messed up the focus, I think I should be able to get something good. So, can you see me crying my eyes out? Bloody hell, this hay fever, by the way, 2017. Hay fever 1, Andrew Maguire 0. It's more like hay fever 60,000, Andrew Maguire 0. But anyway, I'm really looking forward to getting back to the computer to produce a final image. Just love Malvern. This is why I moved here. Summer evenings, out on the hills. Bliss. But what I'm going to do now is have a sort of an organise and get my 3 files selected that I want to edit, because I did do some bracketing. So I've selected my 3 and I've star rated them as I always would. And let's hit rated, and then we can see them. And what we're going to do, I'm just going to create a collection, and we'll call that Malvern Lonely Tree. So there we go, we've got the 3 photos in there. Now what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to use the HDR module within Lightroom to do this. I'm not going to use Photoshop. So we've got the 3 photos, go to the top photo, edit in. Hello? Who's this?
Just bought you a cup of coffee.
Oh, what a good girl, you're my favourite mug.
And a yoghurt.
And a yoghurt!
We need to do a food shop.
We do need to do food shots.
Yoghurt will suffice for now.
It's a strange breakfast, but I'll take it. Thank you, babe.
It's alright. Enjoy.
Thank you, will do. Alright,
Bye.
get lost. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go into photo merge, and we're going to go across to HDR, and we're just going to let Lightroom do its thing. Now it should give you a little preview about, you know, what it's going to look like. Just hit merge, and that will give you like a real HDR look. Now HDR, it depends where you stand on HDR. I'm not the hugest fan of it. Sometimes you have to use it, like with my interior stuff, my housing property stuff. Occasionally you will have to go for the HDR look, because clients will want to see the blue sky as well as the perfectly lit interior. So that is essentially a high dynamic range. But a lot of the time there's a little bit of snobbery about it. I'm not massively keen on it. I think it looks sometimes a little bit too unrealistic. So yeah. Anyway, but this is what we've got. So this is the HDR that Lightroom's created. Let's go over there then, and let's just make a couple of changes. So as you can see, there's already some presets from the 3 shots that I have chosen to have a HDR. So first of all, I'm going to drop them shadows, because there's way too much information in the foreground. I'm not really too keen on that. I don't like that at all. The white, let's check the white point. I'm happy with the shadows, because I always like to drop my shadows anyway. Whites, so let's, as soon as we can see some pixels, we go just before that, and same with blacks. Okay, and what else shall we do for now? Let's just pick up that contrast a bit. Okay, now I'm going to drop in a graduated filter at the top. I'm just going to reduce the exposure, drop the highlights, and I think I'm going to increase the saturation. That shouldn't really affect the tree too much, because the tree is so underexposed, but that's fine, because I like the effect on it. I like the effect that it's almost in silhouette. So that looks great. I like that. So I don't want to pick the shadows up, because I don't want to see the colour of the tree. But leave the shadows where they are. And what else shall we do? Yeah, let's have a look at the sharpness. So the sharpness, let's take the sharpening up and a bit of masking. If we hit Alt, you can see what we're sharpening. That looks good, I think. What I am going to do, I think I'm just going to change the colour slightly of the foreground. So I'm going to make a graduated filter. I'm just going to make that a little bit warmer by adding a little bit more pink and magenta and a little bit more yellow. And I tell you what we could do is even enhance the clarity there and the sharpness. That'll look good. And one thing I haven't done, which I need to check, is check my horizon's good, which it pretty much is. That's fine. And to me, I mean, that's all it needed to be. It doesn't need to be a huge edit. I'll add a little vignette, but that's all it needs to be. So it doesn't need to be a big edit at all. Sometimes when you edit, oh, hang on, I've noticed 2 things. First of all, I'd cropped in a line. When I'd rotated it, then I'd left in a white line at the top. Let's get rid of that. And we've got a little lady down here with a, is that a, oh, there's 2 people, it's 2 heads, but they're blurred out because of the motion. So let's just spot remove those, and let's just clone in that hedge that's just behind them. Lightroom should do it for you, but you can do it manually if you want to. Yeah, so your other choice there is to is to do it in Photoshop if you want to, but that's probably not necessary. And make that look as natural as possible. I think that looks good. And there we go, voila. A finished image. Someone's going to export that. No, it's not finished. Look at the bottom of the screen. Yes, now that is a finished image. So that was a really, really nice little shoot. It didn't take me that long. I didn't leave the house till 8:30. Got up there about 9:15. Shot this about 20 to 10. And I was home by 10 o'clock. So that was an hour and a half. And I managed to get this really cool shot. So you don't have to go to the end of the earth to get a nice landscape. I'm not really one for photographing trees. I just don't do it. It's not really my style. However, I do feel that with a tree, you've straight away got a really nice subject that's just packed full of drama a lot of the time. So if you can light it nicely, or you can catch it in a nice light, trees are a really good subject to shoot, because I guess they're quite emotive, really, aren't they? They show off. They've got, you just warm, or you have a reaction to a tree. You know, if for example you were in a landscape and it was, all the trees were dead and it was a really cold day and there was no sunset or sunrise, you'd have a feeling about that, wouldn't you? So yeah, I think trees really help to give you an emotion about a place. So trees are always really good subjects to photograph. So as for now, that's the end of today's vlog. I really hope you've enjoyed this quick little smash and grab. I say that a lot, don't I? Smash and grab of this particular tree in Malvern. I might get this printed out and I might hang that up, because it'll forever remind me of the time that I was just really, really not bothered about doing anything, and then I went out and shot a really nice image. So as for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
I don't know. Together again.